Hey synth heads, today I want to talk about synthesizers that I miss. Hi, I'm Pure Ambient Drone, and this is my channel where I talk about synthesizers. I demo them, I review them, and I make electronica music. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and tap that bell to keep up with all of my synth adventures. Well, I want to talk about two synthesizers that I miss in my studio. One of them is the Roland JD-XA. I want to talk about that first. The Roland JD-XA was in my studio for, I'd say, for quite a while. I did some videos on it here on YouTube, and you can check those out. Just go to my channel and search JD-XA. And I did a lot of tunes with it, too. I loved the sound of the hybrid analog and digital. Roland did a fantastic job in the sound department with this synthesizer. It had some quirks, it had some problems. One of them that I would mention would be the glossy black that they put on the finish of the synthesizer. They kind of rectified that with free overlays. But I really didn't like the idea of taking overlays and sticking them on my synthesizer. I thought that was kind of cheap, and I didn't think that they would last over the years. They might, I don't know. I sold it before I found out. The other thing was the screen was really small. There was some programming quirks that I didn't enjoy about it. And see, I used all of those negativities to turn around and get rid of it. And that's what sold me into selling it. And you see how the progress or the process, I mean, works in the person's mind when you want to get another synthesizer. And this was the case with the JD-XA. I was gassing for the Roland JD-800. Now, I still have that synthesizer, and it's a fantastic sounding synthesizer. Wonderful, wonderful synthesizer. No regrets in buying it, okay? But at the time, I was thinking, you know, I could practically sell this JD-XA and get the JD-800 for the exact amount of money, and then have some money left over too. And I could buy other things with that, right? That's what was going through my mind. And I was gassing. So I talked to my wife about it, and this, for me, this is the first signal that I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing with my synthesizers, is I'm asking my wife, who knows nothing about synthesizers, I'm asking my wife's advice. She told me not to sell the JD-XA, and what do? I don't listen to my wife, okay? So now she tells me all the time, I told you so. And it's a good thing she's not in the car right now, because she would really enjoy hearing that. But anyway, so then there's the Roland V-Synth. I had the XT version of that, and I want to get away from modules. I'm trying to turn everything I have that's module that I want to keep into a keyboard. And it's not as easy as you would think, because in some cases they just don't exist. In other cases it's just too expensive. And so I sold that because I wasn't using it, just because the way I had my modules set up, or my modules, yeah. The way I had them set up, my workflow wasn't working right with the XT. So I sold that, and I miss some of the incredible sounds that thing could produce, and just some of the neat, parameters you could change. The touchscreen, all of that was really, really nice, and I believe that it was way above its time for when it was made. So I really missed that. It's a very unique sounding synthesizer, very flexible, lots of stuff that you can do. Those are the two synthesizers that I miss the most. Do I miss them enough to buy them again? I don't know if I would want to go out and buy the synthesizers again. I sold them, and they're gone, and I'm the kind of person that, I'm looking for new adventures, and if I really needed them, yeah, I'd replace them. But right now, I don't miss them enough to open up the wallet and replace them. If I found them at a great deal, I would snatch those two back up again. I'd have a hard time picking between the two, though. So anyways, that's what this video is about today. It's about selling gear, missing gear. If you live long enough in the synth world, sooner or later you're going to sell something that you're going to regret selling. I mean, I did. I don't have much other gear that I could mention synthesizer-wise that I miss, that I sold. So I think I'm making some really good decisions now. And it might take losing 1 or 2 synthesizers to wake a person up. I don't know. I'm very cautious now about what I'm going to sell. And I really, really think it over really hard. And I try not to sell anything anymore to fund another purchase. I just don't do that anymore. And if I have to wait, I have to wait. If I really, 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 really need something, I make it happen some way or another. This is what I love to do. And if you have a passion the way I do for synthesizers, then you have to pursue your dream, okay? Listen, I would love your comments below on this video. I believe that some of the smartest synth heads in the world hang out in the comment sections of my videos. I appreciate your guys' input. You guys are awesome, and you guys are so knowledgeable, and I would hate for your knowledge to be wasted when you could be sharing it here on my videos and talking about your synth adventures, about gear that you sold and now you miss. Maybe there's gear that you sold and you don't miss for whatever reasons. I'm not talking about getting into gear trashing, synthesizer trashing. I don't really like comments like that or videos like that. I think every synthesizer has potential, you know what I mean? What's the saying? It's not the synth, it's the player, okay? I don't know, maybe. In some cases, it could be the synthesizer. But anyways, share with us here. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe. Until next time, I am Pure Ambient Drone. Cheers!